At 72, Pierce Brosnan speaks with a calm honesty shaped by time, experience, and reflection, finally opening his heart about the people and moments that defined him. Fame once demanded composure, but age has granted him clarity, allowing truth to surface without fear or performance. Brosnan no longer measures his life by box office numbers or iconic roles, but by connection, loss, and gratitude. He understands now that silence once served survival, but speaking honors memory. Looking back, he sees a journey marked not only by professional triumphs, but by emotional endurance. His voice carries the steadiness of someone who has lived fully and paid the cost of love. In this chapter of life, Brosnan reflects not to relive the past, but to make peace with it. And among the stories he finally feels ready to share is his bond with Robin Williams, remembered with reverence rather than spectacle. An Irish childhood shaped by absence. Pierce Brendan Brosnan was born on May 16, 1953, in Navan, County Meath, Ireland, into a childhood shaped by separation and quiet resilience. His father left when Pierce was an infant, and soon after, his mother moved to London to train as a nurse, hoping to secure a better future. Left behind, Pierce was raised by relatives and later within a boarding house environment, learning independence long before childhood should require it. Loneliness became familiar, but it also fostered observation, patience, and inner strength. Without constant reassurance, he learned to rely on himself, forming an emotional discipline that would later define his presence on screen. Though the circumstances were difficult, they instilled resilience rather than bitterness. Even as a boy, Brosnan learned to endure uncertainty with grace, quietly preparing him for a life that would demand both visibility and emotional restraint. Discovering imagination and purpose. When Pierce reunited with his mother in London at age 11, the world suddenly expanded. The city introduced him to cinema, art, and storytelling, awakening curiosity where survival once dominated. A single experience proved pivotal, watching a fire eater perform at a circus. The spectacle was brief, but its impact lasting. Brosnan later described it as a moment when imagination ignited possibility. Though naturally shy, he felt drawn to performance, sensing that acting offered expression without exposure. Through characters, he could explore emotion safely, transforming vulnerability into craft. That fascination grew steadily, guiding him toward theatre and eventually formal training. Acting became more than ambition. It became language. In performance, he found purpose, identity, and control, elements once missing in his early life. The stage offered structure, and within that structure, Brosnan discovered freedom, discipline, and the rise of a gentleman. Hero. Brosnan trained at the Drama Centre London, where discipline was rigorous and emotional honesty demanded daily. The environment refined his instincts, sharpening technique while deepening emotional awareness. Teachers recognized his rare balance of charisma and restraint, a presence that commanded attention without force. In the early 1980s, his breakthrough came with the television series Remington Steele, where he portrayed a charming, intelligent detective with effortless elegance. The role introduced him to international audiences and established his image as a modern gentleman hero. Yet even as recognition grew, Brosnan remained focused on craft rather than celebrity. He understood that success was fragile and chose preparation over entitlement. Remington Steele did not inflate him. It grounded him. The experience taught him that longevity required discipline, humility, and a willingness to keep learning, lessons that would prove essential in the years ahead. Becoming Bond and redefining an icon. In 1995, Pierce Brosnan became the fifth actor to portray James Bond, debuting in GoldenEye and stepping into one of cinema's most scrutinized roles. He approached Bond not as imitation, but evolution, blending sophistication with emotional depth. His portrayal reflected a changing world, offering a hero who was confident yet self-aware. Audiences responded immediately, embracing a Bond who felt modern, polished, and human. Films like Tomorrow Never Dies, The World Is Not Enough, and Die. Another Day cemented his legacy, re-energizing the franchise for a new generation. Brosnan's Bond was not invulnerable. He carried consequence beneath composure. The role brought global fame, yet Brosnan never allowed it to define him entirely. He viewed Bond as a chapter, not a destination, understanding that true longevity required reinvention beyond even the most iconic success. a career defined by reinvention. Outside of Bond, Brosnan consistently challenged expectations, choosing variety over comfort. He explored dramatic complexity in The Matador, romantic sophistication in The Thomas Crown Affair, and unexpected joy in Mamma Mia. Each role revealed an actor unwilling to be confined by image or history. In later years, he continued this pattern, headlining projects like The Misfits, False Positive, Black Adam, The Outlaws, Fast Charlie, and The Thursday Murder Club. Whether portraying heroes, villains, or morally complex figures, Brosnan approached each with intention and nuance. Even when films received mixed reception, his performances remained anchored in commitment. Reinvention, not nostalgia, fueled his career. He understood that relevance comes not from clinging to past glory, but from curiosity, adaptability, and respect for the craft. His longevity stands as proof that growth is the truest form of success. Love, loss, and enduring devotion. Brosnan's personal life carried weight beyond any role. His marriage to actress Cassandra Harris in 1980 shaped him profoundly, offering love, stability, and partnership during formative years. He embraced her 2 children as his own, forming a family rooted in choice and devotion. Cassandra's influence extended into his career, encouraging confidence and belief when doubt lingered. When she became ill, Brosnan remained steadfast, placing love above ambition. Her passing in 1991 left a silence that reshaped him permanently. Grief deepened his empathy and softened his ambition, teaching him that love's value lies not in duration, but devotion. Cassandra's courage in the face of illness left an imprint that guided Brosnan for decades. Even years later, he speaks of her with reverence, acknowledging that the man he became was forged through loving her fully and losing her honestly. Renewal through partnership and family. Years later, Brosnan found renewed hope with journalist and activist Keely Shea Smith, whose warmth and grounded spirit brought balance to his life. Their connection grew naturally, rooted in shared values rather than spectacle. Married in 2001 in Ireland, they built a family centered on presence, creativity, and environmental awareness. Together, they raised 2 sons with humility and purpose, choosing substance over excess. Keely's influence encouraged Brosnan to embrace joy without guilt, reminding him that healing does not require forgetting. Their marriage is admired not for glamour but authenticity, a partnership defined by respect, humor, and loyalty. Brosnan often credits Keely with restoring his belief in happiness, describing her as both partner and anchor. Their relationship reflects maturity earned through experience, proving that love after loss carries depth, patience, and quiet strength. Remembering Robin Williams with reverence. At 72, Brosnan finally speaks openly about Robin Williams, reflecting on their time together on Mrs. Doubtfire with deep affection. He describes Williams as a once-in-a-generation presence, whose brilliance extended far beyond comedy. On set, Robin treated everyone equally, radiating generosity and warmth. Brosnan recalls watching him shift effortlessly from humor to sincerity, transforming scenes through instinct rather than effort. Laughter, for Robin, was not performance, but connection. Brosnan speaks carefully, honoring Williams without speculation, acknowledging a depth that felt profound and rare. When Williams passed in 2014, the loss felt immediate and personal, as though the world had grown quieter. Brosnan reflects on the outpouring of global grief as evidence of Williams's true legacy, a man who made people feel seen, valued, and deeply human. Gratitude, legacy, and quiet wisdom. Looking back now, Pierce Brosnan measures his life not by fame, but by connection. He honors the people who shaped him, the losses that humbled him, and the friendships that enriched him. Robin Williams remains one of those figures, remembered not only for genius, but kindness. Brosnan believes the world is better for those who give freely, who choose compassion even when carrying pain. His reflections offer quiet wisdom, that strength can be gentle, that grief can deepen empathy, and that love is always worth its cost. At 72, Brosnan does not seek legacy, he honors it. His truth is simple and earned, shaped by time rather than ego. And in speaking now, he offers something rare in celebrity culture, a reminder that humanity, not perfection, is what endures.